Is divorce, in fact, in sight for Dorit and PK? Well, it seems like that actually may be a reality for the couple. Dorit updates us on where they stand now and what is actually going on between the two of them. We need to talk about this.
Georgio says we need to talk about this.
Georgio says it's time for Georgio's celebrity check. Tune in now, folks, we need to talk about this.
Who is Georgio Says?
All right, guys, welcome back to the Georgio Says YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much. If you like this content, please make sure you like this video, comment down below your thoughts, and if you're not subscribed, please do get subscribed. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss when I upload or when I go live, which is Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're around, please join the party. We have a good time. Now, we definitely need to get into this whole Dorit situation. This season is definitely all about Dorit. If you've been watching from the beginning, we're only 6 episodes in. It feels like Dorit has come in like a windstorm and she's not slowing down. And based on last night's episode, it's very clear things are not getting better. But where does Dorit and PK stand now? This was filmed some time ago, and one would think that since time has passed, that perhaps maybe these two have come to some sort of agreement on what they're going to do with their marriage. Have they discussed things with their children yet? And how's the overall energy? Well, in the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills after show, Dorit was asked about this, stating, basically, where do you guys stand? Are you guys on the path to reconcile? Are you guys just in a good space co-parenting? Or are you still in that same space that you were in last night's episode? And essentially, and sadly, Dorit's response to that was essentially, we are at a standstill. And no, we have not moved forward from where you saw us last night. And I guess based on what Dorit has come to understand is that there's been a lot of toxicity between the two of them. But one thing that is for sure is last night, Dorit did explain that although they would speak to each other in a very ugly manner, it was more that PK led with that type of banter and it was very hurtful. And so she was more reactive. So yes, they're both to blame for the toxicity, but in Dorit's defense, she claims that due to PK's drinking, that added the layer of him speaking to her in a disrespectful way. Now, I don't know about you guys out there, but I know for sure I'm going to meet you where you are. If you come at me with a tone, I'm going to respond with a tone, So I am team Dorit here based on what we've heard. And, I think she's going through a journey, it seems, and she is essentially coming in like a tornado, but I think she's coming to a place of understanding her value right now. I think maybe she got lost along the way, marriage, kids, the show, keeping up an appearance. It's clear that she's tired. And you know what? We were tired too. We want to see the real Dorit and see even, yes, in her dark moment, she's displaying some authenticity that is really catching with the audience and the viewers. And whether or not you guys believe that that's a put on or it's produced, you can't knock that it is entertaining the mess out of all of us, because I can't scroll past anyone talking about Beverly Hills that isn't specifically talking about Dorit bringing it this season. But you know what? Sometimes you get sick and tired of being sick and tired. And that's exactly the tone in which I think Dorit is at with everything. I am figuring this out. You want to support me? Great. But if you come at me sideways, I'm going to rip you out. I'm going to rip you a new one immediately. And, it's interesting to watch. It's a journey for sure. But it is sad that even now, or based on when they filmed the after show, which was probably not even maybe 6 or 7 weeks ago, I believe they started filming those. So it's very recent. And she still can't bring herself to talk to the kids about what's going on because she can't tell if PK is just saying these awful things like when they were in their therapy session and he would react to something and be defensive and then say, this is why I want a divorce. Well, that would throw Dorit off. But then when he would cool down, then, that wouldn't be the case. So she's like, well, which one is it? Were you lying then? Are you lying now? Which PK am I supposed to believe here? And that is very draining. And for that context, I will give her some grace because I will be honest, in the beginning, I did kind of question why she's keeping it from her kids. Not that I'm a parent or needs to be involved in that. But from my angle, I would assume that would make it more confusing down the road if they were to find out on their own. However, listening to Dorit explain it more, it makes more sense why she's waiting because ultimately she doesn't want to confuse the kids unnecessarily. But it sounds like PK is still working out some kinks. He doesn't have alcohol to perhaps mask the issues like he did in the past. So anything he's feeling, he has to deal with. And sometimes those things can be ugly. And listen, it's not good timing, right? They're dealing with the separation. They're trying to deal with their problems as a couple, but then he's dealing with his own internal struggles and trying to build the path forward to staying sober. So there's a multitude of things. And so I am definitely here for it. I am watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Absolutely. And if you want to catch me live today at 4 p.m., I will be recapping last night's episode of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. But I think that's where I'll leave it for now, guys. But please let me know down below. Do you think there's any room or chance for reconciliation between Dorit and PK? Or do you think that this has run its course and sometimes you just can't move forward from certain things? Let me know your thoughts down below. And until the next video, guys, I will talk to you on the next one. Bye.
Georgio says it's time for Georgio Celebrity Check. Tune in now, folks, we need to talk about this.
Who is Georgio Says?